For more great videos and learning tutorials, or to download the exercises that go with these videos, please visit our website at www.createthenet.com. That was www.createthenet.com. There are a number of drawbacks to using table-based layouts, but one of them is that table-based layouts don't have any semantic understanding to the different areas that are in them. With HTML5, you can add the semantic tags to your table-based layouts, though. Let's go ahead and see how we would do that. We've actually got two headers here. We've got a main header for the entire site up here at the top, and then we also have a header in this area for each individual page. We also have a couple of navigation areas. We have the navigation area here, as well as the navigation area here. We have two footers, one here and one here. And we may say that this entire area here is a section, or we could just say that this is an article. So let's go ahead and add those HTML5 tags to this table-based layout. For that, I'm going to go ahead and go into split view here. And you'll see one advantage of using something like Dreamweaver is the fact that you can very easily highlight something in design view, and it highlights a corresponding area here in your code view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enclose this area here, this entire table data cell here, inside of a header tag. So I'm going to go ahead and click right there, and I'm going to go ahead and insert the tag header. And you're going to want to have the HTML5 toolkit or extension for Dreamweaver installed in order to do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and click right before that closing TD tag. I want to make sure that I nest those properly also, and then insert the closing header tag. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight page heading here, and you'll see again this TD cell is actually the header. So I'm going to go ahead and find the ending of that table data cell, and I'm going to go ahead and insert the header tag, and then I'm going to click at the end of that and close that header tag. I'll do the same thing for my navigation area. There's that data cell that's going to contain the navigation. I'll put the nav declaration in there, and then I'll put the closing one right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight that, and there's another table data cell. And I'm going to go ahead and put the nav tag in. And the good thing about browsers is if they don't understand what a tag is, they're just going to ignore it. So if you come across something like an older version of Internet Explorer that doesn't understand the HTML5 semantic tags, they're just going to go ahead and ignore that tag. And then I'm going to go ahead and close that nav tag there. We'll do two more. We're going to go ahead and do the footer here. So I'll go ahead and insert the HTML5 tag footer. And then I'm going to close it there. So now I have that one taken care of. But I also need the site footer to be enclosed. So I'm going to go ahead and click right there. And go ahead and type footer. And then right there. And go ahead and type the closing footer. So now I've added my semantic HTML5 tags. So screen readers, search engines, other accessibility tools will be able to understand what these different areas are if they're HTML5 aware. Also, if you're interested in seeing the high definition 1280 by 720 videos, please go to createthenet.com. When we upload these videos to video sharing services, they always shrink the video size down and decrease the quality, so they come out a little bit fuzzy. If you go to the website, you can see the full resolution versions of these videos.